3, 4.
That's alright with me. That's alright with me.
Got the water there in the way. Anyway. What's up, Jooba people? Welcome to another video. Today we're doing Bones by the Ben Howard, the one and only Ben Howard. And he is a phenomenal guitar player, and he's doing this thing in open Ben Howard tuning, open C5 tuning. Yeah, you know, you can call it whatever you want. Anyway, this PDF has got all the chords and lyrics, you know, that I got from Ultimate Guitar and edited so that it's perfect. And then it's got some nice riffs, the 2 riffs that he uses, and just some explanations of the song and everything. Strumming feel, and then the chord shapes, which for a song like this, the chord shapes are essential. It's not just, these are the chords, play the song. It's like the way you play the chord. I mean, this E minor has got a flat 13 in it. Anyway, so it's quite complex, this song. Not really complex, but how can I say? It's got a lot of little details that you need this PDF to be able to learn. I mean, you can screenshot this video, but anyway, become a member, get the thing. Okay, where we're gonna begin is, it's in standard Ben Howard tuning, which is C, G, C, G, G, C. A lot of videos online about this tuning, not that many actually, but that's the tuning for this video. See, and then you've got capo on the 5th fret, but you only capo the first 5 strings. So an interesting thing about this is, usually when Ben Howard plays in this tuning, he capos all the strings and then plays with the C as the 1 chord. So the 6th chord is here, A minor, 4 chord, but that's the 1 chord. But with this song, he's making the G the 1 chord, so that's the 1 chord. But now he wants a little bit of a lower bass note, so it goes down. And we're talking about this relative to the capo. So even though this is technically a C chord, we're thinking of it as a G because we need to remain consistent to the tuning, you know. And so this is a G, but if you hear, this is also a G, you know, because we think of it like this. That's the G. So if that doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. Capo 5, just capo the first 5 strings, and then we're gonna play the first chord. Now, the root note now is on the 5th string. That's our G, okay? It's a C, but oh man. Anyway, but now those 2 notes are doubled because of this little trick here. Okay, so first chords is gonna be a G. Now this is actually a G add 11 chord, but listen how beautiful that is. And and we're going to slide into that chord from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. You can do it with your pinky, that's what I said there, but actually it should be 3rd finger. Let's change that. And we're gonna just add this slide in there. Yeah, from there. Okay. So we're sliding into there with the 3rd finger. And then we go over the riffs now, but it's... Ah! That capo needs to be nicely. And then we hit the E minor chord. Just take this away with the flat 13. This is going to be at the 4th fret. And then it goes to the D7 over here, which you can play like this. Depending on what capo you use, I've got a lot of capo left here. So that kind of, if I play this chord, it doesn't give me a lot of space. So I like to play it with these fingers. Okay, so we got G. Actually play that riff when he's singing. Yeah, and then the C chord, you actually need to fret where the capo is to get that open C chord. This is open C tuning, so that's a C chord. Alright, so that makes it a bit complicated. And then later in the chorus, he's got this G at the top here, 12th fret. Well, not technically 12th fret, but in relation to the capo. Without the capo, it will be 12th fret. But you're by the 2 dots. Then you're going to play this G. Technically the fret 7, if you think of this as fret 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 2 dots. And then you have a D over F sharp. So. You get the idea. Alright, the strumming feel of this song is as follows. That's the whole way through. So beautiful, beautiful song. Okay, now just let's quickly go over the riffs. That's going to be the hardest part of the song. So the riff 1 is interesting. It just has a slide. E minor. And then D7 for 2 beats. And then let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again. Pretty basic. Riff 2 has got actually 4 beats on the G. So 1, 2, 3, 1, and then do it again. And 1, 2, da 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 da. Again. So just a clear thing here, you can see the fourth beat is actually without nothing being played on the fourth beat. So boom, boom, da 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 boom. So the riff starts on the third beat and starts after the fourth beat and heads into that. So if you play along with them, you'll get it. And if you play along with me in the examples, you obviously get it as well. So that's how the whole song goes. I can basically stop the tutorial here and you can just follow along with the thing. But I'm going to quickly play the different parts so you just get a feel for it. So the intro is riff 1 and then riff 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lights brought you here, so hold your lips so tight, the shadows may go. I know. You can never be alone. See, 'cause it's just the bones you're made of. The capo slipped a bit. And then chorus, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you laugh like you never been lonely. That's alright, honey, that's alright with me. Oh, you laugh, there's hope in your story. That's alright, honey, that's alright with me. And it just repeats like that. 1, 2, then. Anyway, beautiful piece. And that's it. That just carries on like that. There's nothing really, nothing fancy about this one. I'm going to be working on a Ben Howard tuning guide. This is going to go over how he uses it in all these different songs of his. Oh, sorry. And also, I mean, one of the best examples for me is Every Kingdom. Listen to this. Anyway, that is, I'm pretty excited about this tuning guide. Have a nice day, guys. See you in another video, and have a great week. Goodbye.